was just vlogging and I found out that many of you have not tried the palak dal khichdi that I showed you earlier. Well, the link is in the description box below. Hey guys, it's me, the Bombay Chef Varun Inamdar, and welcome to Rajshri Food. Well, winter is here and I'm going to show you a very special winter recipe, Aloo Pyaaz Ki Sabzi. Let's begin. Aloo Pyaaz Ki Sabzi needs really no introduction because aloo is potato and pyaz is onion. So it's basically a very nice, simple ghar ka khana where you combine aloo and pyaz together, potatoes and onions together, and come up with this wonderful dish. Onions and potatoes, of course, are in every home and we all have our own peculiar recipes. Well, this one is from my home. Let's first begin with cutting the onions, and the onions are going to be cut in a very different way. This is not like a chopped onion or a sliced onion, but these are actually batons of onions, and let's see how that's cut. All you need to do is slice this lengthwise like so. Turn this similarly on the other side as well, and then you again cut it similarly, but this time you go deeper, in fact right till the end. So this is where you get batons of onions and not just slices. Well, if you're not comfortable with this step, go for sliced onions. Once the onions are cut and ready, similarly we're going to cut the potatoes. Now potatoes are into batons of French fries. The only thing is I'm not going to keep them extremely long. What I'm going to do is cut this into a half and then cut into batons. Now because I'm actually cooking a smaller batch, I don't need to soak the potatoes, but in case you're cutting this into larger numbers, then soak this in cold water. Remember that, otherwise the potatoes may get discolored. This is also one of those only recipes in which you'll find equal quantities of onions and potatoes. Let's move on to the kadhai or a wok, whatever you're happy with. And to this I'm going to add in oil. Now oil in this recipe is going to be a little more because oil is also a wonderful warming ingredient. The oil is heated up. Let's begin with the tempering, as simple as Asafoetida, mustard seeds. Once these splutter on high flame, we'll add in cumin seeds, and along with this, curry leaves. Well, this is the most important step of this recipe, after which off goes the flame, and then you're going to add in chili powder, turmeric powder, Garam Masala. You'll see that this starts foaming up. Give it a quick stir, and before the chili powder starts burning, we're going to add in onions and potatoes both. The next step is to turn the flame on. This goes back. Without stirring, we're going to add in water. Not too much, just a little bit of water so that this just starts kind of steaming and cooking at the same time. The beauty of this sabzi is its simplicity, and we will not tamper with that. I'm going to add in sugar. Now this could be optional, you can avoid it completely, but I like it, like I said, I like all the flavors coming in together with this very simple Aloo Pyaaz Ki Sabzi. And finally, salt as required. Again, do not add salt in this recipe considering the amount of water, because this is all going to dry out. It's going to be a dry sabzi, but the moisture in this recipe comes from two things. One, onions, and two, the quantity of oil. Let's stir all of this and lower the flame. You know what? I had a dream last night where the mother of dragons requested me to make a cake for her. Well, I laughed at her till she uttered that one word, and I was shocked. I woke up. If you know what that word is, let me know in the comment section. But for now, let's cover this and cook it on low flame for 12 minutes. And now we move on to the next segment, which is Knowledge is Power. Today, because I'm making my most favorite Aloo Pyaaz Ki Sabzi, I thought I'll tell you how to buy aloo and pyaz. Now, when you actually venture into the market, you will see that onions are of varied types. There are some paler onions, there are some darker onions. Now, generally as a thumb rule, darker onions are generically fresher. Paler onions or lighter colored onions are drier, they are stale, they are older, but nevertheless, it does not mean that they are bad. How are onions bad? One, they have a very different kind of a ammoniac putrid smell, which means they are an absolute no-no. Secondly, there should be no damp spots. The moment you find the neck is softer, avoid it completely. So that's about onions. When it comes to potatoes, they generally are, they could be knobbly, they could be smooth, depending on the varieties that you choose. Again, in varied sizes. If they have a little bit of a shoot, which could be yellow or green, they're generically older. Avoid them because we all love stocking potatoes and onions. Imagine those potatoes coming home which already have a shoot. We have to keep them longer. So buy them without the shoot, because even if they stay in our homes for say 10-15 days, it's absolutely fine. They'll have a little bit of a shoot here and there, but that's fine. Let's head back to the kitchen. It's been 12 minutes and the Aloo Pyaaz Sabzi is done and ready. A quick stir. And finally to this, I'm going to add in some freshly chopped coriander leaves. Let's sprinkle this. And finally, a squeeze of fresh lime or lemon. With this, off goes the flame, and your winter special Aloo Pyaaz Ki Sabzi is done and ready. Let's serve this nice and hot, and this, trust me, goes amazingly well with roti, fulka or khichdi. One final sprinkling of fresh coriander on your dinner table. You've seen it for yourself how quick, simple and easy this winter special Aloo Pyaaz Ki Sabzi is. If you've liked the video, then like it and keep watching Rajshri Food. Bye for now.